What's the best used EV to spend your money on? We'll look at second car options and primary car options. So let's start out with secondary car options. Basically ones that would not be your primary ride or you're just going to be going around town in. Any list like this has to have the Nissan Leaf in it. It's one of the first that came out, and even though its looks are polarizing, they're very affordable and can be found just about anywhere. These first-gen Nissan Leafs from 2011 to 2017 only get about 70 to 100 miles, depending on the model year. Something to keep in mind is that Nissan chose to air-cool their batteries in the Leaf rather than liquid-cool them. This can be an issue for any used car coming from a hot climate. It can drastically reduce the actual range you'll get with the battery. The second-gen Nissan Leaf has much better range. You'll get more like 150 to 200 miles, depending on the model. The styling is much more mainstream on the new Leaf, and most people will probably just think it's a regular Nissan. So even though the second gen is much better, it's not all new. The batteries are still air-cooled, but much improved. And the load floor in the back is still awkward. Next up is the Kia Soul EV, also with a unique look. With model years from 2015 through 2019, the Kia has a little more range than the Leaf, going from about 90 miles up to 110. This model also has air-cooled batteries, but they seem to have done a better job than Nissan. Still, keep in mind the possibility of a drop in range. Soul EV has a more useful cargo area than the Leaf overall, being very boxy. And one last note, you can spot a EV Soul from a regular Soul based on the taillights. This area is split instead of combined. Now let's talk about the Chevy Spark. If you're familiar with the Chevy Bolt, then some of this will look very familiar to you. Like the Kia Soul, the Chevy Spark is based on an existing model already in dealerships. One of the great things about the Spark is lots of torque. It's easy to peel out in this car, and it's still small, but has 4 doors. Where it lacks is rear storage and ultimately a range of only about 80 miles. GM seems to have done a good job with the battery, just like they did with the Bolt. Now for something a little different. BMW made the i3 from 2013 to the present. We'll see if they keep making it. But why is it unique? First, let's start with those doors. 2 full doors, 2 half doors. There's plenty of room inside, but this won't be for everybody. Also, it's expensive, but BMW has done a good job of continually updating the i3 over the years. Like most EVs, this has the batteries down low, which helps with making it fun to drive. Also, it's very quick off the line. Depending on the model year, you can get anywhere from 80 to 150 miles. Still, with the battery-only option, this is more of a secondary car, although an expensive one. Now for the last in our fun runabout category, the Fiat 500e. Again, this is an existing car turned into an EV, made from 2013 through 2019 and sold here in the States. It's a 2-door hatch with 4 seats and about 80 miles of range. You're not going to go far in this, and you're not going to take a lot of people with you, but it's great fun around town, and some people even say it's more fun than the original. These can be found quite cheap, especially if you're willing to import it from California. If you decide to do so, be sure you locate a dealer in your area that's willing to work on it. A couple of honorable mentions would be the Mitsubishi i-MiEV and also the Smart 42 ED. So, if you would like to see videos about either of those, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, on to primary vehicles and what they have to offer. The Bolt has to be on this list as it was the first to reach what was considered an acceptable range of over 200 miles. Things to be aware of would be what many have called uncomfortable seats and also battery recalls. This is going to be a theme for several of the cars in this list. So if you're buying used, be sure and check out and make sure that any recalls have been done. But the 2017 through 2021 Bolt does offer 238 up to 259 miles of EV range. Where the Bolt is more of a tall hatch, the Hyundai Kona EV is a little more SUV in its style. It also has battery recall issues, so again, be sure and check before you buy. The 2018 through 21 Kona has 258 miles to get you where you need to go. There's not a lot of storage behind the rear seats, but those can be folded down. If you're looking for something a little more rugged looking, this might be the one for you. The Kia Niro EV could be seen as the more practical, bigger brother to the Kona. It's not as flashy or rugged looking on the outside, but it does offer more space inside. The 2018 through 2021 Niro offers 238 miles. There's also the potential for recalls with these batteries as well. All of the recalls seem to be related to LG Chem batteries. Now for some pricier options. First up, the Jaguar iPace. It's won lots of awards, has a unique shape. I'm not sure it's one I would call an SUV, but it's functional. The 2019 through 2020 iPace has a range of 230 miles. Some would hope for more range than this, considering the price, but if you're looking for something nice, this could be the one for you. Okay, now for the one that everyone expects, Tesla Model 3. They have a reputation for holding their value. The interior will not be for everyone, but this is the most popular EV now, by a long shot, I would say. You get features like autopilot and a front trunk, or frunk. Not many other EVs offer these features yet, but they're coming. The 2017 through 2020 Model 3 offers 250 to 350 miles, depending on the version you get. Some of the best reasons for considering the Tesla are resale value and the charging network. Brand loyalty aside, which is the best EV for you? Let us know down in the comments.